These are some potentially controversial things I do with my dogs, my 4-year-old small poodle and my 10-year-old Chihuahua mix. If people do things differently than this, I'm not saying that you're wrong. This is just what works best for me and my dogs. First up is crating. Both my dogs are pretty much fully crate trained in case of emergencies, but I almost never crate them. They have free reign of the house whether I'm here or not, and they've never given me a reason not to trust them. Furniture. They're allowed on my bed, they're allowed on the couch, they're allowed on pretty much anything they want to be. It's their home too. I feed them very high quality food. It's fresh, organic, hormone free, antibiotic free, and also I give them bites of my food almost every meal as long as it's safe for them. They're allowed to be around me when I'm eating. They know not to touch my food. But yes, I do feed them my food as well as little treats pretty much every meal. When it comes to sniffing on walks, I allow my dog to sniff as much as they possibly want to, as long as we're not doing a structured walk. They pretty much set the pace, and it's their walk, and they have to express their natural instincts, so they're allowed to sniff as much as they want, and they're allowed to pull a little bit within reason. I allow my dogs to bark, especially to communicate with me. One of my dogs is very communicative, and she barks in order to let me know what she wants, etc. And I also allow them to alert bark, but if it gets excessive and I say, it's done, be done, they must stop then. I train both my dogs a lot, and I have expectations, but I also realize that they're both very genetically different. So I don't try to suppress their genetic traits. I try to fulfill them as much as possible. And so within that, I have to realize what's disobedience versus what are they bred for? What is inherently in them that makes them want to do certain things? So I also try to be understanding of that. When it comes to boundaries, I expect my dogs to respect my boundaries, but I also want to respect theirs. I don't let everyone touch them. If they don't want to be touched, I try to advocate for them. Same with other dogs. My small poodle does not like being approached by other dogs, and so I try to let her have those boundaries. And then also with other dogs in the home or pets, I allow them to communicate how dogs communicate with each other and have boundaries. Both my dogs are e-collar trained. It has been a great tool for all of us. My poodle never has to wear it anymore, and then my Chihuahua wears it occasionally, and it allows her so much more freedom and safety. And I personally view it as phenomenal tools for some dogs. Maybe it doesn't work for all dogs, but for my dogs, I am very pro e-collar. I view my dogs as my companions, and they're both are very comfortable in different environments. They don't seem to be stressed out, so I try to take them everywhere with me. Trips, vacations, anywhere that's safe to bring them, I bring them with me as long as they're comfortable. I view my dogs as living beings and my companions. I don't want to be forceful with them all the time, but I also want them to be safe and have boundaries. And so it's very much a balance between relationship but also training, and I don't view them as accessories. I view them as my family,